Hi, this is Mike from Mike and Traveling with Mike and Pam. With my new hat I bought from Hard Rock Cafe for Los Angeles. It's my sixth one. I'm here to grab about Disney. I love Disney. I've been going there since I was a kid. When I was living in Arizona, we go to Disney every year. Then we retired of the Army. We settled up here in the state of Washington. Every couple, 3 years, we do Disney. It's always been fairly expensive, but not so out of reach that it was a burden. It was just a little burden, but not a big burden. But ever since the pandemic, it seems like we know that they're supposed to raise prices, and they do it every year. That's just common practice of most businesses. But it seems like since the pandemic, they've raised the prices like 4-5 times already. And some of the things that were free, are now you have to pay for. And from what I understand and heard, record profits, less crowd, and they're still raising prices. I just don't understand why they are making it so difficult for the average family to go to Disneyland and enjoy itself. We went there, it was just my wife and I, but we had 2 kids and grandkids and a daughter and grandkids that came with us. But you can see the kids enjoyed it because it's geared for both. He tried to make it geared for both children and adults. But it's kind of hard for the adults to enjoy it when they're trying to gouge you. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to gouge us on money. But I really enjoyed it because the kids enjoyed it. The kids got to enjoy it like I did when I was their age. But what is horrifying is the fact that the amount of money it took us just to get in the parks. And then we had to do Genie Plus. Parks are packed. I mean, packed. 9 o'clock at night, and it was still packed. I remember the days where 9 o'clock at night, it was only half as crowded as normally would be because people went home. But at 9 o'clock, just as many people going in the park as there was leaving. So I was just wondering, I'm all for making money. I'm all for you to make as much money as you want. But when is enough? I don't, enough is enough already. Come on. You have people coming in, and there always will come in. So how much money do you really have to make? How difficult do you have to make it on the families to come to do the thing that Walt wanted to do? Theme park, the characters, to be part of something that you grow up with. And it's just, I don't know, it's just getting very frustrating. We're done with Disney for a while. Instead of going every, we had a little hiatus, but instead of going every 2-3 years, it seems like we're just going to go a lot less because we're not going to spend that kind of money we spent this last time to go there. I mean, on top of the parks, you got to have to worry about the food. We got a kind of like a suite, so we could cook our own food at night. But you have to worry about eating. You have to worry about a hotel. You have to worry about other things besides going to the park. And they're just making it more difficult for the average family to enjoy the magic of Disney World, of Disneyland. And so that's my rant. If anybody who has a thought or give me your opinion. I hate that phrase, but it's true this time. Corporate greed. Disney has become corporate greed. When Walt was around, people still had to pay money to get in there, and they still had to work and save the money to get in there, but at least it was within reach. And for a few years after that, when his son was there, it was within reach. I don't think it started going really bonkers until about the 90s, mid to late 90s. And now, this last couple of years, especially since the pandemic. And here's the thing that my wife complains about, and I agree with her. I didn't think about then was they don't have enough people running the park like they used to. You're making all this money, and there's not people to help with the park. They're short-staffed. And what happened to all the parades you used to have? One of the best parts of going there are the parades. No parades. We were there for 4 days. No parades. The fireworks, I remember 1 or 2 nights of the 4 days, the fireworks. It used to be fireworks religiously every night. Parades 2 or 3 times a day. No parades. You're making all that money. You can't tell me you can't fully staff your park. You can't have parades. Come on. Spend the money. Make it the people come and have a magical time. Go back to the basics. Go ahead and make your millions. I don't care, but make it more entertaining like it used to be. Go back to the basics. Go back to the way it was when Walt had it. Make the people enjoy the park, enjoy being there. All right, sorry. That's my rant.